Good morning, friends. So, it's day 5 of Panelathon. As you saw last night, I took a bath, and I used the bath bomb dust that I got in that box. It was fantastic. My skin still feels amazing this morning. So, one thing that happened overnight is the Alonzi podcast that I was on Monday is up. I will leave the link to that below. He said the video that we recorded while we recorded the audio, obviously, was going to be up later tonight. So if that's up by the time this is up, I will link that as well as the Spotify link for the podcast. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry and get out of here so I can get to work. But in the tub last night, sorry, I'm pulling stuff out of my bag here real quick. I read the first 2 chapters of Twinkle Stars. Now, I've read other works by Natsuki Takaya. I read Phantom Dream as well as Fruits Basket. This one feels much more like Fruits Basket than Phantom Dream, and I'm really enjoying this first volume so far. The first 2 chapters have been fantastic, and the art style is very Fruits Basket, so I'm really enjoying that. And then I also I will be bringing to work, volumes 2 and 3 of Delicious in Dungeon, because I just think those will be fun. Outside of that, I'll probably focus on Space Boy reading-wise. The other thing I'm going to do, I've got some videos I need to get filmed over the long weekend so that once all the vlogs are done, you guys still have content coming at you. So I need to get all the research done for my releases on my radar video. I have all of that information in like 12 different places, so it takes me a while to kind of compile it all before I actually film the video, so I gotta check dates and double check with publishers that those dates haven't changed and all those kinds of things. So it's really interesting to me to do that, and it just takes some time. So as much as I love filming those videos, they're a bear to edit and they're a bear to research, but if I didn't love them as much as I do, I wouldn't bother making them. So that's kind of the plan. That's what's going on, and I will check in with you guys later. So I'm now halfway through this omnibus of Twinkle Stars. It's like 11:20 in the morning because I've already done my releases on my radar research. There's 32 titles on that list this month, my friends. So June's going to be a good published month. A bunch of my favorites are publishing at the beginning of the month, so I'm like dying inside a little bit. So yes, with this, my heart is a little bit like breaking and dying inside with what's going on, because, you know, it's only 1 volume's worth of a manga, and there's a lot I don't understand still, but I really like the characters and the character development. It feels very much like Fruits Basket in that regard, where we kind of have some characters that feel like Fruits Basket characters a little bit, but they're definitely their own individuals. And it's good so far. I'm really liking it. Just wanted to give you the quick update. Chat with you soon. So it is now like 7 o'clock at night. I just got home from work, and we're going to talk about the epic fail that this vlog was today. Work was crazy busy, crazy distracting, and vlogging just kind of went out the window. So I'm sorry today's vlog was kind of boring. I hope you'll forgive me, but I promise the rest of the vlogs for Panelathon will be great. So I'm going to quickly sum up what I read today. So I did finish volume 1 of Twinkle Stars. This feels much more like Fruits Basket than like Phantom Dream did. This is the same mangaka that does Fruits Basket, if I didn't mention. This is Natsuki Takaya. And I am looking forward to finishing this series. It's only 5 of these double omnibuses, so I'm definitely going to finish collecting this one. And I really enjoyed it. And the art style is very much like Fruits Basket towards the end. I don't know if she wrote this after or before, but I like the art style. I really like the characters, and I like the story that's being told so far. We've definitely got some people that feel like characters from Fruits Basket, so it feels a little bit like coming home. So I like it for that reason. After that, I switched over to digital reads just because that was easier for me today. And I did read 2 more volumes of Red River. Red River is a manga that published many moons ago. You can only collect it digitally now unless you want to pay an arm and a leg for certain volumes of this series. But this is a series about a Japanese girl who is transported back in time to the Egyptian and Hittite like big time in history, like times of King Tut and Nefertiti era kind of situation. And she's transported back to be a sacrifice for this evil queen. But what happens is the prince ends up saving her, so she does not end up sacrificed. And then they call her like the goddess of war and fertility and all of these things that she's really not. And it's kind of about her surviving in this world. And it's really interesting. I really think guys would like this shoujo. It's very well done. I've been really happy reading it thus far, and it makes me really happy. So that puts me, I read volumes 5 and 6 today. So I'm now 6 volumes in. I don't remember how many volumes there are. There are quite a few. I think that's part of why I'm okay to collect it digitally at this point. But anyways, it's good. I highly recommend it. I will have another video where I talk about it a little more in depth, but that's coming after Panelathon. And then I've just been reading Space Boy since then. I didn't feel like picking up any more manga, even though I've got plenty. I just felt like reading Space Boy. And I'm now like 75 to 80 chapters into that, and I'm loving every second of it. It just makes me super happy. It breaks my heart. I feel all of the things when I read Space Boy. So, Natalie, you are a genius for choosing Space Boy as... Hello, good morning. It's the morning of day 6, and as you will notice, I decided to combine days 5 and 6 because I failed so hard at vlogging yesterday. So, anyways, it's Saturday morning. I have officially taken over the Panelathon Twitter. I did put a poll up there already, so I hope you guys saw it. I know it's kind of early for a lot of people on a Saturday, but hopefully my East Coasters and my international friends will contribute to the poll, because it's letting me know what you guys would like to see in this vlog today. Whether it's the cats, whether it's comic shopping, and other options as well. So that's kind of what I'm doing this morning. I haven't read anything except a little more Space Boy since I talked to you last. So today, this morning, starting out, I have 2 physical graphic novels left from my TBR that I do want to get read today. So this is going to be my plan this morning while I wait for people to respond to the Twitter poll. And I'll maybe do sprints later today, and once more people are up and going and all those kinds of things. So, in case you can't hear, my husband's in the shower. And, yeah. So, it's like, what, 8:15 in the morning right now? And you can tell I'm just waking up. But, yeah. So, I think... So, I've got Copperhead, which was a recommendation from the amazing Jessie. And then I've got The Backstagers, which was a recommendation from the amazing Natalie. So I've got host recommendations here for people who have read more comic/graphic novels than I have. So that's what I'm going to spend the morning doing, is digging into these and reading. Ooh. And then once that Twitter poll... I put it up for only 2 hours, so the turnaround time is nice and short on that, so that's the plan there. I'm very confused. Anyway, so yeah, that is my plan this morning, and I'm rambly. My husband's gonna go pick up food, but I don't like where he's picking up breakfast, so I'm tempted to make him stop at second place, but that's really selfish of me, so... I don't know what I'm going to do for breakfast. We have a ton of eggs, so maybe I'll just scramble some eggs, because we have chickens. For those of you who don't know, we have 3 chickens that live in our backyard. Maybe I'll show you the clucks today. I haven't put the clucks in the vlogs yet. So, we have Kiki, Opal, and Lady Cluck for our chickens. So, maybe I'll get to meet the Nugs today. I don't know. Okay guys, so I'm back in a slightly different position here because according to the Panelathon poll, you guys wanted manga recommendations. So I'm going to do a couple here. I'm actually going to do a couple of seinen series, which I don't typically talk about very much. You guys hear me talk about shonen, or not shonen, shoujo all the time because shoujo is near and dear to my heart. I have lots of recommendations that I've done over the years, so I will leave a link to my manga playlist. So anything manga related is in that playlist other than like wrap-ups, because I read so much of it. Anytime I'm talking about a demographic or giving recommendations, I always have those there. And also my Panelathon recommendation has a ton of manga recommendations in it. So I'm going to talk about 3 different seinen series. These are ones that you probably don't realize are seinen unless you've read them. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about them. The first one is a newer read for me, and that is After the Rain. This one's by Jun Miyazaki. The art style in this is fantastic. Like, I totally have a girl crush on our main girl here, Akira. And this is about a 17-year-old girl who has feelings, romantic feelings, for her 45-year-old divorced boss. He's the manager at their cafe that they both work at, and she has feelings for him, and I'm not going to tell you what kind of led to her having romantic feelings for him, because that's kind of a spoilery part of the story, so I'm not going to share that. But the art style is stunning. The storytelling is very well done. She's very clearly coming on to him. He's very torn about reciprocating these feelings, even though he has feelings for her of some sort. He's still trying to kind of decipher them, and I'm 3 of these volumes in. So it's a slow burn, nothing insta-loving, nothing inappropriate has really happened at this point. So I just want you guys to be aware that this is a good age gap for that, and it doesn't feel icky to me. So I thought I would throw that in here. The other age gap seinen romance, I'm so on brand here, guys, that I'm going to recommend to you is A Bride Story. I've been talking about this a lot lately on my channel, but if you're new to my channel, you probably haven't heard about it. This is an amazing historical seinen series where our bride here is 20 and her groom is 12 at the beginning of the story. And so this is about, and culturally that's very acceptable for them. They get married very young in this time period. So this is the period where Russia is kind of trying to find its way into the Middle East part of the world. And so you follow various different stories in this land. It makes it, the art is so stunning. Like, I've shown this first panel off before, but I have to show it again because this series does not get enough love. Look at that. It is so detailed and so stunning, and I just love it. It's just the best. So highly recommend this series. Hi, husband.
Hi.
And you didn't do good at giving me bunny ears. You'd have to try again. He's the best. And last but not least for seinen recommendations right now is actually Sweetness and Lightning. I had thought this was a shoujo series for the longest time, but it's actually a seinen series. So we're dealing with a widower who is left to raise his daughter Tsumugi all on his own. And so what happens is he doesn't know how to cook, and his wife was an excellent cook, and all these kinds of things. So this series is about his journey learning to be a single father, learning to cook for Tsumugi, and there's food recipes. All the food looks amazing and delicious, and it's definitely a foodie kind of manga, and it's really good. Really well done. I laugh, I cry, I feel everything in this series. And the last volume of this series is coming out either Tuesday or the following week. It's posted twice on the publisher's website, so I have no idea. So it's either going to be this upcoming Tuesday or the following Tuesday, but the series is coming to completion. And it's 12 volumes long, and it's one of the sweetest things I've ever read in my life. I highly recommend this series. It's been a while since I've talked about this one, so I thought I would throw that into this recommendation as well. So there's some quick manga recommendations for you. I am going to still include the other options that were in the poll because I think it'll be fun and more interesting for you guys. So I definitely want to make it up to you for having to wait an extra day to get a vlog from me during all of this. So the plan now is shower because I've now eaten breakfast. Oh, I have 2 more things to talk about. Hold on. So I have things that I've read. let's talk about them. So first I read Copperhead, and Copperhead is definitely a Western space style story where this single mom comes to a new planet. She's the sheriff, and it's about her kind of getting acclimated to the people and the already existing politics and dynamic of the area that she's moved to. The reason why she wanted to move and transfer there is somewhat mysterious. So it's definitely interesting. The art style isn't particularly my all-time favorite. So I don't know if I'll pick up any more physical copies. I might continue digitally, but for now, I don't think I want to put any more on my shelf because I don't know how often I'll actually revisit it. On the other hand, we have the Backstagers Volume 1, and the art style in this, I think, is way cuter than the cover gives it credit for. Like, it's so bright and so cute, and I just really love the art style of this one. And this one stole my heart. I am such a huge fan of the boys that are the Backstagers. So essentially, this is about a backstage stage crew, and backstage, it's all kind of its own mystical world. And so there's stage managers, there's 2 of them. And they are the ones who have kind of explored the deepest and done their best. And then we have the other backstage crew who help with the productions and everything. And this is mostly about a boy named Jory who is new to the school, is trying to find his place, make some friends. And he stumbles into the Backstagers after going and trying out the traditional like drama club, which was kind of a dramatic nightmare, for lack of a better terminology. So anyways, he fell in love with the boys in the backstage and ended up becoming a Backstager himself. And it's really fun. It's really cute. I will definitely be picking up more Backstagers sooner rather than later. So that's it for this clip. I'm going to shower and go take care of some things. And that's kind of the plan for the next little bit. Then we might go on a little adventure. We'll see. Anyways, talk to you soon. Hey friends, so since we last chatted, I've basically just been a potato. So I took a shower, obviously. I still have my wet hair and whatnot, but I showered, and then I've just been kind of chilling, catching up on the YouTube, getting some stuff ready for the Panelathon stuff, so that's been fun. It's been fun. I took over the Panelathon Twitter today, as I mentioned earlier. And so I've been running some polls and doing some fun stuff like that. It's been a good time so far. I can tell more people are waking up because people are participating and responding to things a little bit more and a little bit quicker, which is great. I want y'all involved, and I also want y'all to get enough sleep. So that's kind of what's going on right now. I'm doing a poll about whether you guys would rather have me go to my local comic shop or to Barnes & Noble to go book shopping, because I've got some cash. I want to go shopping. My physical, like, graphic TBR is, like, itty-bitty tiny right now. There's, like, 7 or 8 things on it is all right now. So I would love to contribute to that a little bit more. So what's going on is I also put up an option for people to tell me a number between 1 and 56 so that I can pick my June TBR. We've got one response for that from Jess Reads Books, and it's 34. So let's go see what book 34 is. So I should mention, the way I did this is, I haven't even made my bed yet today. I've been such a potato. I only counted like the first book in a series if I have multiple books of the series on this shelf, which that's only with like 2 or 3 of them. So let's find out what number 34 is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 is The Weight of Our Sky by Hannah Alkef. So that's officially added to my June TBR. That'll be way fun. I kind of build my TBRs out here. So this is going to be there. This is something I need to get out of my house. But I also have my Panelathon TBR sitting right there. And those are epic fantasies that I'm going to be reading for a specific series. So that's why they're out here and not on the actual TBR shelf. So So far for June, these are my physical reads so far. I never include my graphics on these TBRs just because my graphics are like my mood reading, so I end up reading these. Like, these are all for Smutathon. These are to help me bring down my physical book TBR. So that's how that's all working, and yay! We have another contribution! So, Whitney, over at, I forget the title of her channel's name, but it has something to do with like a darker shades of magic, so it might be a darker shade of reading, I forget. She chose number 15, so let's figure out what that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is A Pale View of Hills by Kazuo Ishiguro. I love this author, so I am really excited that this is what Whitney ended up picking. So, yay! Okay, friends, Ashley over at the Bookish Realm chose 36, so let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. All right. So that choice is Splintered by A.G. Howard. Thanks, Ashley. All right, so sprints are about to start. I am going to start this Maid Psalm Omnibus. We'll see how far I get into it in the hour. This is all brand new content, so none of it is going to be familiar to me. When it's something familiar, I tend to read it quicker. So I don't think I'll finish this whole thing in an hour. I'm hoping to get halfway through. That's the goal. Because half is like the equivalent of one manga volume. I might get further than that, but this is the goal for now. So we'll go from there. I just got a notification. I wonder if it's somebody else for the TBR. Let's find out. Nope, it's not. Hopefully you didn't lose everything. Now I got a GIF hunt again. Anyways, so yes, sprints are going to start in less than 10 minutes. I'm trying to get like my first post like prepped so we can start on time. And yeah, it's fun. Alright, first sprint break, and there was another choice for the TBR, which was number 2 by Ida. And so number 2 is Inquisition by Taryn Mathrew. I've been meaning to continue on with this series anyway, so this is the perfect opportunity to do so. And I think I'm only going to pick 2 more numbers, like the next 2 that come in. We'll go on the TBR, because I think that might be being a little overly ambitious as is, because I do have some review books I need to get read during the month of June. So, yeah, I want to take down this TBR, and so that's my focus. If I end up reading more, obviously it'll come from the TBR, but anyway, that's a quick update for you. I'll check in again soon. Hey, I'm back. So, sprints just ended, and I almost made it all the way through. I've still got this little bit left. I am at a chapter break, so I think I've got 2 chapters left, I think, from that amount. I would assume it's about 2. But anyways, so I had a poll going on the Twitter of where you guys wanted me to go graphic shopping. So, you guys decided on my local comic shop. The one that's closest to me, the selection is really poopy, but that same like chain, like local chain of comic shops has a better one that's about 20-ish, maybe 30-ish minutes away. So I'm going to head to that one to go look around and see what I feel like and what they have continuations of things that I've already started, and pick up a couple. I'm not going to pick up a lot, just 2 or 3 maybe. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for the next little bit. I will vlog inside their shop if they allow it, but if not, then I won't, just because, you know, I'm not going to disrespect an establishment that way. So anyway, I'll go in, I'll ask and see, but outside of that, I'll still go pick up a couple things, and we'll chat about what I pick up, and I'll chat with you soon. Okay, so there were a lot of people in there, so I was not comfortable vlogging because typically the people who hang at a comic shop on a Saturday are not people who want to be all over the internet. So out of courtesy to them, I didn't even ask. So I did pick up some second volumes and stuff that I've read during my exploration of graphic novels over the last month. So let me show you what I picked up. So I did pick up the Backstagers Volume 2 because that's one I read this morning and adored. Can't wait to read more. And then I also picked up Lumberjanes Volume 2, which again was one that I just love. The summer camp meets a little bit of fantasy vibes to it. Made my heart super happy. And then I also finally picked up Goldie Vance Volume 2 because I read this like to kind of try some graphic novels before Panelathon started and absolutely adored it. I did consider picking up more of each of these series because there was at least Volume 3 for each of them, but I opted to just go with Volume 2. These are ones I'm just going to take volume by volume, and if I get to a point where I'm not enjoying it anymore, I'm just not going to pick it up anymore. So for now, I've picked up the next volume in each of these three. They've been three of my favorites that I've read over the last little while that have, you know, more in them. Okay, friends, I am home. Jessie has taken over my takeover, so I'm gonna let them just take over the Twitter for the rest of the day. I'm gonna chill out for a little while. I feel really good about my reading so far today, so I'm actually gonna play some video games for a little while, and then I'll probably finish up that omnibus of Maid Sama, maybe read something else, and then we'll come back to things. Okay, friends, so all I've done since I last checked in with you is play Persona 5 because I'm just in a mood and going with it. So anyhow, I'm just gonna quickly wrap this vlog. I know I didn't read as much today as I have most days, but hopefully you enjoyed the adventures that I took you on, as well, that we had via Twitter at least, and I hope you enjoy this vlog, and I will see you guys tomorrow.